Hey, my beautiful friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're always welcome to this space. I'm glad that you're here. I'm happy to be doing this. I'm here with my two sidekicks, little Freddie over here and his friend Patrick. Let's get on with it. This is your card of the day. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give credit to Radley Valentine and Dan Craig for these wonderful Guardian Angel Messages tarot cards, which I'm reading from. And I have the Moon card with Archangel Haniel as our card of the week, which we pulled last week. My ism today, and let's see how this all works out, is find the feeling of what you want. Not so much an I am statement. You could say, I am feeling a certain way and change that feeling. Anyway, let's just get on with it. Enough waffle. Great Father in the sky, loving Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, beings of light from all four corners and all realms, I welcome you to this space, and I'm grateful to be your messenger. Grateful that this message is clear to all participants. I set the intention to see and to feel, to hear and to know these sacred words, and to convey a message in such a way that it enlightens, inspires, heals, brings love, clarity, understanding, and peace to all those who come. So be it, so shall it be. One more shuffle, then I'm going to take straight off the top, which is this card right here, the Wise Counselor. Interesting. This might also be called the Hierophant, but I don't think people really know what a Hierophant is. I know I don't. But Wise Counselor, and I'm going to sort of suggest today that either you are the Wise Counselor and you counsel other people, or you seek, whether spiritual or physical, wise counseling. Belonging, learning, and being in the traditions, which today is quite interesting, being as if you are in the North America territory of the world, you are celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday. So happy Thanksgiving to all those in the US. And even if you're not, even if you find yourself listening somewhere else in the globe, in the planet, um, just take a few moments to be grateful, to be thankful for what it is. Gratitude is the fuel of the universe. What I find interesting about this card and today's energy is it's a number 5 in the major arcana. When I add up 11, 23, 20, 23, it comes to a 14, which reduces to a 5, which is all about change. It is all about change coming, but more importantly, it is about freedom. It's about growth, particularly in the spiritual section of our lives. 5 is about sensuality and adventure, exploration, um, new landscapes, being endlessly curious, going after something that's fun and something out of the norm. What the angels are saying is that they're with you through this transition and giving you a heads up that change is coming. It's constantly coming. So when we see the wise counselor showing up in our daily work, the angels want you to know that they love being the spiritual bridge between the physical and the divine. So if you happen to be feeling disconnected and unspiritual, aware as the spirit, aware as my spirit, going, leading, coming from, going to, we've got Archangel Haniel here and the moon. Now, we don't have a full moon quite yet. That doesn't happen until the 27th. But we are in the first quarter of this particular moon phase that just popped into the sign of Sagittarius. And I can get into more of that later on. Notice that Haniel is all about psychic insights and events behind the scenes, the releasing of fears that hold us back. So, when I asked earlier, let's see how all this plays together, I chose this ism before I pulled the cards, and you can see where the divine is deliberately getting involved. Find the feeling of what you want, which is going up to the wise counselor, going to the hierophant, looking at something that is perhaps not seen with the naked eye. Now, a number 5, when it comes to angel numbers, links to the tower, or it links to awakening. So in numerology, this would be it's time to wake up to all things that are different. It's time to wake up to all things that are changing. It's time to wake up to what you want to bring into your life. Um, it's important, really important right now, to surround yourself with support, with love, with understanding, and be that for other people. This can include people you already know, or perhaps it's a time for you to join a new group of like minded individuals. This energy, this card, this spiritual awakening, if you will, asks you to spend time with folks who either A, you can grow spiritually with, emotionally with, sensually with, or you can be that for other people. You can start that pathway to where you happen to be the wise counselor, the hierophant, starting a group. This card speaks to the way in which you can try to accomplish something. Remember to make the choices that come from a place of love, compassion, kindness towards everyone. And if you are on the precipice of a project or a task, um, and it's taking on somewhat of a traditional way of doing things, then drawing this card might suggest that you should be a little bit more creative. Um, if your attempts to do things are somewhat unconventional or they keep getting met with challenges, perhaps it's time to return to traditional methods, return to things that have been tried and tested, return to ideas and ways of doing things that you feel more comfortable with. Um, let's see if I can wrap this up. I'm asking. Hmm, this is interesting. If you are a tarot reader, if you are an oracle reader, if you are a someone who uses a pendulum, today might be a day for you to get out your divination tools and get into the feeling of what you're looking to create, particularly if you're not clear. Now, there's a rule of thumb that, some folks don't read for themselves. I do. I think that to know myself, to know who I am, what I'm doing, using these cards, which is really what this is all about, also then lets me become a guide, a human spirit guide to other people. And a guide is just literally that, just guiding the way forward. I learned recently that, you reading, if you will, consultations, if you will, are more, they're less predictive, and they're a little bit more prescriptive. They are more to guide us, to give us a heads up to see what color, what flavor, what mood, what mode is coming up. Similarly to when you sit down to write, my friend Vicky, who's an amazing artist, sits down and she sees things before she draws it. Other artists do the same thing. They sit down, they get into the energy of it, the breath work of it. Meditation is another great way to do things like this. If you're spiritually evolved and you're on that pathway, you're teaching. This morning, as I was going about my business early, um, I was asking questions about the teaching. What happens? Well, when we learn something, we need to share it. Teaching is about sharing. It isn't about being bossy. It isn't about telling somebody they're doing something wrong. It is sharing that knowledge, sharing that piece of you that you came here to learn, you had the aha moments, and you move on from it. Yes, Gertrude. Yes. Oh, she's just sitting here, sitting back. Now, Gertrude, Gertrude today, she has her stocking legs she's rolled down. She's comfortable. She's got a what are you wearing? It changes colours. A lovely fluffy bathrobe on. She said yes, she has, and her hair is pulled up. She's got it all up today. It doesn't. It's not all crazy like it usually is. Beatrice is still sleeping apparently, but Gertrude is with the up with the birds, doing her thing, and quite delighted to be here. She's saying, um, "Have a good day and just feel good about yourself. Feel good about what's going on. Feel good about everything. Really, it is a feel good day." And until tomorrow, I love you. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and these golden comments are phenomenal. More on that later. Bye for now.